What's up, guys? It's your boy again, Johnny Rizzo. Back. Today we're talking about the ideal customer method. So the ideal customer method is outlined in my forthcoming book. What most people consider the ideal customer method is like a demographic approach, where you think, you want to hit women from age 18 to 56 or something, or 54. And that seems to work pretty well for a lot of businesses. But a friend of mine quoted an old advertising slogan. I know half of my advertising's working, I just don't know which half. All right. And when you go with the spray and pray approach or the demographic approach, you're really being inefficient with your ad dollars. So really where you want to start, instead of going after your demographic or something, or instead of going just spraying out to everybody, going on straight to TV or something, or straight to radio, hopefully you have a niche audience or something, or somebody. Ideally, you already have a couple customers. All right, that's what you really want. Is until you get to that point, you shouldn't really be marketing. You should go for like more of a grassroots approach, just free stuff. And there are a lot of ways to market online for free. Just simple stuff. You should have a website. You should be set up. Your operations should be moving. You should have stuff together. A real a quality product you're selling to people, and hopefully you have people who have become engaged with you and your company over time, and repeat customers hopefully. So those people are who we're going to target with this method. So the ideal customer method, when I revised this method, I got away from the demographics and I went more towards, let's go back into your financial records and we're going to look through who has spent the most money with your company and who is the easiest to work with. Any type of business really can go and look through their books and look at their best customers through that lens. And that is the prime target for your marketing. You want to look at that specific person or people, those couple people who you can come up with who have really been your best customers. They're your ideal customer. Even if you think you want a different customer, go with the ones that are actually your customer. All right? Go with the ones that are really there and supporting your company the most. That's who you want to work with more, and you want them to multiply. Ideally, they would be, spending more money with you. They're happier customers. They care about your growth and your business going, in the future. They really want to be there with you for it. They're proud to be a client. Those are the people that you want to develop. If you can market to them, more people like them will follow. People, stick together in different ways. So it's a weird thing. It's like we're tuning forks, all right? And you want to resonate one tuning fork, and the other will start to resonate with it. That being said, let's get on to the ways that we go about the marketing. So in my book, again, forthcoming, I have 3 simple steps to follow. It's not easy. Marketing ain't easy. It's difficult, all right? It's hard, but it's simple in that it's not complex. Working out, getting in shape, you just lift a weight over and over, right? Or you go and walk, all right, one foot in front of the other. It's not rocket science, but it's difficult in the sense that you have to be consistent, and you have to actually go do it all the time, and you have to work at it, But it's not complex. So these 3 steps that I came up with that are really the essence of the ideal customer method. First one, research. You have to research what your customer wants, all right? And you do research. It's not easy. You can't just pay somebody else to do your research. You can't go look at numbers on Google. You know what I mean? You have to go and talk to your customer. You have to write down who they really are. You have to get into their lives and figure out, where do they look when they want to consider a product like yours? Where are they going to look to when they buy them? You got to learn about their particular sales funnel that they enjoy. How do they want to be catered to? How do they want to be served? What's their optimal experience for them? If they're already your ideal customer, chances are you're hitting that, but maybe you don't know exactly why. Maybe you're missing some key components. Maybe they have some great criticism for you and critiques that would help you develop more people like them in the future. So, if you're a larger company, you can go to focus groups, but you really have to dial in your questioning. You really have to get to know people on the individual level. And you know what? Most people, if you reach out to somebody, say you phone call somebody, hey, you want to go out for coffee? I know you're a customer of ours, and but I'd like to get to know you on a more, personal level, so we can develop our business more. My business, really, trying to take it to the next level. And we want your help and input in that. Most people will be excited about that. You want to know what magazines they're reading, maybe. You want to know what radio stations they listen to, if you're thinking about radio, or what websites do they check out. What, are they on Facebook or Instagram? Are they on some other stuff? Do they Snapchat a lot? Do they have cable at all? Or do they just go with Netflix and Hulu and stuff? Is anybody who's Hulu anymore? Netflix and like YouTube, I don't know. Ask them if they've subscribed to this channel. Like and subscribe right there in the middle. Let's throw that in. Ask them all different questions and really try to get to know them on a personal level. That's the research phase. Next step is implementation. Implementation phase is where you're gonna go and create the advertisements that they are gonna wanna see. You should already have an idea of where you're gonna put them, that ideal customer is gonna see them, and people like them are gonna see them. This could be people that have similar hobbies. You know, they might think alike. You know, they may have similar characteristics and traits. You know, maybe they go see music a lot and you want to do some advertisements in the venues. It could go anywhere. Birds of a feather flock together is the idea. This is the step where you build your actual ads. Create your budget and put the advertising where they want to see it. That's the idea. Communicate to your team who this customer is and what is important about the work that will speak to them. You really need to get personal and make sure your team is on that level as well. And if it's just you, great. But hopefully you have a team working with you. If you're hiring somebody, an outside, some kind of contractor, make sure they're in the loop with all this stuff. All right, you need to get the people involved. That's enough about that. Step 3, measurement. All right, now you got to figure out, how am I going to measure the results of this ad? If you're advertising on Facebook or Google online, it's really easy. All right, if you're on Shopify, for example, say you have an e-commerce business, you're selling stuff on Shopify, you can look back in your reporting. You can look back in your email campaigns. You know, if your ideal customer likes to look at emails or gets emails. I mean, who doesn't get emails in their pocket right now, you know, on their cell phone? You got to look at the reports and see who's opening them, how often are they opening them, what times. You got to really make sure you're dialed in on all these different aspects of the measurement. And then the measurement, you know, when you say you get something different than you expected, all right, when you start measuring the results of your campaigns, you can then inform the research team. Again, hopefully it's more than just you, but if it's just you, think about it in terms of the research, all right? But if there's a team helping you with any of this stuff, you know, I know in a bigger business you might have somebody answering phones. They should be on the research end and the measurement end, all right? And you can direct them with questions to ask people. So when they first call in, you want to say, hey, how did you hear about us? Things like that. Maybe you want to create a customer profile, things like that. I don't know, there are a lot of different ways that you can get involved. I think the research would not be on the very first contact, but the measurement would. You want to see, hey, this person's first time calling us, how did they hear about us? You know, and how can we make sure that they stay engaged? Was it a referral? You know, and I don't know, a lot of different things. Anyways, 3 steps: research, implementation, measurement. And those really will inform the ideal customer method, all right? Because all of it is focused on your one ideal customer or a couple customers, you know. But you want to think of that person, you want to have their picture on your wall, you know, and really have all the information you can about them next to you while you're creating all this advertisement. You want to have a name, maybe it's Mary Smith Jones, I don't know. But everything is geared towards her, all right? Whatever age she is, that's your ideal customer's age. And obviously, yeah, there's gonna be other people around that age or different types of people, but maybe she is the best customer and she's the easiest to work with and she's the most profitable for you. And she really loves you. So show her some love back and hopefully you'll get 10 more people like her. So anyways, that's the ideal customer method. Like and subscribe, smash that like button, subscribe, and make sure you follow us on Facebook. Follow me, follow the book. When it comes out. Gonna get the book out, find me on Facebook, and then share it with your friends, you know? And I'll see you next time.